You and I have got the same problem. We've got a noisy self. We've got an unstable self. You know, the noisy self, the unstable self, tends to revolve around personal value. Are we valuable? It expresses itself in shame when we've done something wrong. You know, there's the guilt of what we've done, but the shame is actually about who we are. It's about our identity, and we can just feel lousy. In fact, most of the time, when we blow it and we do things wrong, we feel lousy, and we feel more lousy when it's more public. Sometimes a noisy self is the fruit of pride. It's a fruit of trying to be someone or do something independently, to do something that's great, that proves to yourself and it proves perhaps to everyone else that you're a significant person. And all this independent striving to resolve shame that we see in Genesis 3, and then the striving of pride and the attendant anxiety that comes along with pride because you just can't get something wrong. Because you're so concerned about putting on a good show. All of that independent manoeuvring and management to kind of handle a noisy self, it's very tiring. And you never actually ever really get there. You know, one of the things that happens for us is that our behaviours can send us up the garden path. And we can think that the problem with us is our behaviour, and so we get to work on our behaviour. We try to get better at things. We stop doing things that we're bad at so that people don't actually see that. We point at other people. We hide ourselves. We make excuses. We self-justify. We scapegoat other people, all in an effort to be someone of significance and value. And we've forgotten. We have this spiritual kind of amnesia that our worth and our value never came from our behaviour in the first place. It actually came from who we were connected to. It came from who we were related to. And so this weird thing can happen for us sometimes as Christians is we can come to Christ and Christ can save us and He can cleanse us from all of our sin, and we can easily just end up going and defaulting back into, I've got to perform to be someone significant. I've got to perform to be a good person, to be valuable in my own right. And we need to come back to a deeply relational, deeply personal space with God where He says, I've adopted you in. Now, performance, behaviour doesn't get you in the family. It's the fruit of being in the family. And that's a huge part of what I've been working on with Becoming You, and I invite you to engage with, is there's a way forward here that where behaviour, where actions, where activity naturally flows out of who we are rather than flowing into who we are. Whenever behaviour and performance and activity flows into who we are, there's pressure, there's stress, and we never quite get there. Realise who we are in Christ, who Christ has made us by uniting Himself to us. You know, realise that when Christ says to us that He's united us to Him and that we're in His family, that's massive. Takes all the pressure off. And now we can let the good things of being in His family naturally flow out of us instead of striving and working to try and lay hold of these things that only come by trust and rest in Him.